the story overall, I just don't know anything about running, so it's pretty hard for me to prepare and keep people alive out there because I don't know what people need and when they need it. This year was warmer, so people needed more water than I realized. I think Steve himself almost died out there, but luckily felt this strong urge within to go place a care package in the middle of the woods, and I think that was the Lord providing. The best I can explain it is if you just picture like the serial killers in the TV shows where there's a board in their basement with red strings connecting all these different things. Well, that's just my life, but for like holy, pure, generous intentions, not for the killing of innocent people. Just everything's so interconnected. Random things just throughout my life and throughout the last several years, from the Barkley Marathons being hugely inspired from those. And then I was just in a season of unknown, and the Columbus Marathon happened, and everything just kind of came together and it clicked. I was like, I'm going to create my own marathon with all this adventurous twist and challenging and kind of unorthodoxy, if you will. Conquer the Creek is a 35-ish mile trail run around the perimeter of a local reservoir, Alum Creek, just north of Columbus, Ohio. It is designed for anyone and everyone to come out to experience becoming, to challenge themselves physically and mentally, and to hopefully become a little more present. A huge part of Conquer the Creek is to be present, to love where you live, to slow down, to see, to get excited, to be curious about the things that are around you. And you're not going to do that if you don't get out and look at it and experience it and feel it and smell it and see it. So initially it was just honestly kind of to feel like I was doing something that mattered in this season where I was very lost. You don't have to travel far and wide to have an adventure. You can have one in your own backyard. And then we found that that's actually more rewarding, and it gives you a sense of presence and being and excitement, and much like a child, like the sense of wonder and curiosity. It fosters those things. I want to structure an event also to structure discomfort into people's lives, to lift the veils and undercurrents and realities of things of life and how it's really not in our control. It's my hopes that it takes this Conquer the Creek, maybe the rolling of an ankle, or just like getting dog tired or lost, or just the weather patterns. We do it on the last Saturday of the year just to get uncomfortable. Alistair Humphreys says, like, you work 9 to 5. Well, what do you do 5 to 9? Go camp. It just enriches life so much more. So Conquer the Creek is to communicate, to get people, to put them into that situation, to cut away those layers of separation, and just get them out there and hold their hand figuratively or literally while doing it. And through hiking all of it and the trails, they'll see a spot that they love or that really speaks to them, where they can go be at peace, to be present. I've been told it's a rather untraditional form of event, but it is a family affair. It's meant to be fun. There's breakfast, casserole, coffee, and other stuff in the morning to kick off the race, and everything's homemade. I make granola bars with my mom, and she makes homemade hummus wraps, and me and my mom and dad all make PB&Js the night before, and just cut them all up and get them ready and stage them out throughout the race for everyone. I guess my 5-year plan would be like approaching the parks. And the first 2 years the first year definitely I didn't tell nobody because I didn't want to be told no. I'd rather ask forgiveness than permission. So I didn't tell the parks at all. I wasn't sure how these things were, if they were allowed or not allowed. So we just kind of did it. Same with this year. Now I'd love to kind of pitch it to them, figure out, make an official trail for the perimeter, because unfortunately about 9 miles of it are on the shoulder of a road, and that's just not enjoyable. Although the contrast between nature and road and how unenjoyable a car is when it drives by at 60 miles an hour, and now how the birds and the deers and the bushes and the trees feel, There's a lot of huge thank yous, because if it wasn't for anyone, it would have just been me out there doing what I'm doing right now, wandering around the woods alone.